I'm sitting in a 2019 Ford Mustang GT with a performance package. And I've driven it for almost a week now, 342 miles driven. Got an average, this is showing 18.5 miles per gallon, but it's a little skewed because there has been some idling and some tests and everything. When I'm doing normal driving, it's about 20-21 on the average miles per gallon. But I was thinking about the different things that I like and dislike about this vehicle. And to be honest, there's very few dislikes. And I want to kind of preface this by letting you know that I'm not a huge Ford fan. And when I got this vehicle, I had no idea how much I was going to like it. So the driving experience, it has 460 horsepower, okay? But when you have that horsepower with this transmission and clutch system, this is the best clutch system I've ever felt in a vehicle. It's just solid as can be. Getting in other vehicles now, pushing the clutch, it feels spongy, it feels weird. This is the way all clutch system manual transmissions should be. This is fantastic. I love the way that it shifts. The gear ratios are perfect. Just everything about the clutch system. The steering wheel itself, the way it feels, it's soft and it's grippy and it's a good thickness. Fantastic. The way the vehicle actually steers, that's another thing I like. It's very precise. You move it just a little bit and you're turning those wheels a lot. You have this very good control over the vehicle. Going around curves, you're not having to turn a lot. You just have very small movements. Now, you could wander on the road a lot if you're not really paying attention, but really like the precision of the steering wheel, the solid feeling clutch and everything. I mean, some vehicles you get in, you have to get used to the clutch. This one, it was like the first couple times I changed gears and I'm like, wow, this is great. And I was able to drive it no problem. No getting used to the clutch because it was just so good. The ambient lighting, you should see my night video. You can change the lighting on the inside, the gauges here and here, the ambient in the floor, the doors. Really cool to be able to customize the light inside the vehicle. The night video shows off this vehicle. There's a lot to like about the lights. The headlights are perfect. Okay, so they're LEDs. They have good visibility, have a distance. You can see far into the sides. Absolutely perfect. The sound system. That's another thing. It doesn't have like this JBL or Bose or anything like that. It has a factory Ford sound system and it sounds awesome. Now, not that you would want to cover up the sound of the exhaust, which is another thing I like. It has a good rumble without being too loud. You can actually adjust the exhaust note to where you want a little smidge louder or a little bit quieter. It's not a huge difference, but it's enough to where you can notice it, and it's just really fun to hear the exhaust revving and propelling you down the road. It's just a really awesome experience. The driving experience on this vehicle is the best part about it. Whether you like the looks or anything, if you actually drive this Mustang and you really get to enjoy it, then I think you'll just love it. And I really understand now why there's so many Mustangs on the road. That's one of my things that I was like, there's just so many Mustangs on there. They're just on the road. Everybody has one. It's not very special, but it is a special vehicle because of the way it drives, the way it handles, the power, everything about it. Now, I've been in faster vehicles or whatever, but this one, it feels glued to the road. I don't feel like I'm going to lose control over it. I have solid control over the clutch and everything. The power feels like this infinite range of power. It's just a really awesome vehicle. And so yeah, I think it's one of those things where you have to experience it yourself. It's hard to really convey in words or even in video or audio or whatever. I try to show it off as much as I can, but just wanted to explain my situation here with this vehicle. I'm really surprised. I was skeptical. I'm not a Ford person. I drive a Challenger and I enjoy my car as well, but this vehicle is excellent. Another thing I want to mention, the handles, the passive key, proximity key system. When you touch the handle on my vehicle, on the Challenger, you have to wait a second and then it'll open up. This one is instant. As soon as you grab that handle, immediately unlocks and I can get in the vehicle. When I get in the vehicle, my phone that's already paired connects with the Bluetooth system and starts playing music immediately. My car takes a minute. It could take 30 seconds to 2 minutes sometimes to connect to. I'm driving down the road still waiting for my phone, the Bluetooth connections to connect to my phone. You know, this one is, as soon as you start the car, it's almost immediately. I don't know how it does it so fast, but it connects to my Bluetooth phone almost immediately. That's another thing that's awesome. The air conditioning system. Now, I had another vehicle in the past, not too distant past, that had an issue with the air conditioning. This car has excellent air conditioning. Even on it's been super hot lately, and the air conditioner has been so good I have had to turn it down because it has a really good, it just gives you an ambient temperature that's good. It's not just, it doesn't like, you know, it's really cold in some areas and hot in other areas. This is really good. Just the whole ambient environment is cooled off good. So the key's a little bulky. The buttons here on the steering wheel, these have to take some getting used to. You have to put like, you can't just reach here. You have to like really go in here. Some of these you have to reach over, and they're kind of wonky, and I'm not really a big fan of this section here. These are okay. They're a little bit far in, but I can understand, so you don't actually press them. I like the controls on the back of the steering wheel like my car, but you know, I mean, that's some of the things I don't like. The seats are another thing I don't like. These are the upgraded Recaro seats, so you don't have to upgrade if you don't like these seats. Like in my case, I would not get these seats. The bolsters here are not adjustable, and they're just too narrow. If they were able to adjust them out just a little bit, in my case, they squeeze my rib cage, and it's just a little bit, it's just very uncomfortable, especially after long periods of time. There's no leg room in the back seat, just to let you know. I go over that in the main video. The interior light's great, but I'm really surprised they have standard bulbs right up in here for these lights, and this is just kind of yellowish looking, and it's very contrast to the rest of it down here. So I guess this is like legacy design from the past, and they just didn't upgrade it. But yeah, this is an excellent vehicle. You just check out my night video and the full overview of the vehicle, going inside and outside of the trunk, everything. Now, this one doesn't have a spare tire. Now, I know that's an option, so I'd certainly recommend getting the spare tire instead of the inflator kit. But anyways, those are some of my thoughts on this vehicle. I do like it a lot, and I never thought that I would say that about a Mustang. I mean, I like Mustangs, okay? I've owned Mustangs in the past, but this one, with this transmission, the way it's set up, the Magnaride suspension system, the manual transmission, and the engine, just the driving experience, the steering, the suspension is all perfect. I can't imagine getting better. Okay, this is good. It really is enjoyable. So thank you for watching. And I'm not paid by Ford. As a matter of fact, like I said, I'm not even a big Ford fan until now. I really do like this car. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.